Hey friends, if you've ever dreamed of sailing around the world but figured you'd need a massive yacht or years of experience to pull it off, think again. The truth is, some of the best blue water boats are small, seaworthy, and perfect for folks just getting started. In this video, I'm going to walk you through 5 of my favorite small sailboats that are not only capable of crossing oceans, but also friendly enough for beginners. These boats prove that you don't need something fancy to chase big dreams. Just the right mix of simplicity, strength, and spirit. Let's get into it. The little Flicka 20. This one's got a special place in my heart. It might be small, but don't let that fool you. This boat is a tank. I've met more than a few salty souls who've crossed oceans in one of these, and every time I step aboard, I'm reminded of just how much you can do with less, as long as what you've got is solid. The first thing you notice about the Flicka 20 is her charm. She's got those classic lines that turn heads in any harbor, but it's not just about looks. She's heavy for her size, full-keeled, and built like a brick outhouse. That means she's slow, sure, but she's also incredibly stable and safe. You're not going to win any races, but you'll sleep easier when the weather turns sour. And trust me, out there, that peace of mind is worth its weight in gold. Now, space-wise, you might be surprised. For a boat just 20 feet long, the interior is pretty clever. There's a cozy V-berth, a little galley, even a proper head if you set it up right. You've got standing headroom for folks on the shorter side, and enough storage to pack in what you need for long-haul cruising, if you're disciplined. And that's the key with a boat like this. It forces you to keep things simple, which isn't a bad mindset for ocean sailing. One of the things I love about the Flicka 20 is how she encourages a slower pace. When you're not in a rush, you start to appreciate the journey more. The quiet mornings at anchor, the feel of a well-trimmed sail, the stars overhead on a night watch. She's a boat that teaches patience, and in return, she'll take care of you. Best of all, she's manageable. For solo sailors or couples just starting out, the systems are simple, the sails are easy to handle, and the upkeep won't break the bank. If you're dreaming of going far on a modest budget, this boat shows you it's possible. Plenty of folks have crossed oceans in a Flicka 20. And while you'll need to be smart about your prep and patient with your pace, she'll get you there. It's not a boat for everyone. But if you're looking for a tiny but mighty cruiser that can handle the sea with grace, the Flicka 20 might just be your ticket to freedom. The Contessa 26 is a little legend in the world of offshore sailing. When I think of boats that punch way above their weight, this one comes straight to mind. She's proven herself time and again across thousands of ocean miles, and despite her small size, she's built to handle just about anything the sea throws at her. This is a narrow, deep-keeled boat with beautiful, classic lines that tell you right away she means business. One of the standout features is her sea-kindly motion. That means she slices through waves rather than bouncing over them, which makes life on board more comfortable, especially when you're on a long passage. You'll still get knocked around in heavy weather, of course. It's only 26 feet, but the boat stays composed. She tracks well, and if you're tired, she'll forgive your mistakes. Inside, it's tight but practical. Think simple berths, a small galley, and just enough room to stow what you need. Living aboard long-term would be cozy, no doubt, but for solo sailors or determined couples, it works. What really counts here is that this boat is light and responsive, but not at the expense of strength. The construction is solid, and older models were often overbuilt by today's standards. What makes the Contessa 26 such a popular blue water choice, especially for beginners, is that she teaches you to sail well. With the tiller in your hand and wind in the sails, you really feel everything the boat is doing. You get immediate feedback, and that connection helps you grow as a sailor. There's nothing overly complicated, just good, honest sailing. You'll find stories of folks crossing the Atlantic, circumnavigating the globe, and weathering serious storms in one of these boats. That kind of track record builds trust. And while it's not the roomiest or fastest ride out there, it's a boat that gives you the confidence to go far with less. If you're willing to live simply and sail smart, the Contessa 26 will take you places, and she'll do it with style, spirit, and a whole lot of grit. Now, here's a boat that feels like it was carved from stone and told, "Go handle the world." The Vancouver 28 is a serious little passage maker, built with long-distance sailing in mind. You step aboard, and immediately it feels like a proper ocean boat. Sturdy, stable, and ready for whatever weather rolls over the horizon. She's heavier than most boats her size, which means you're not flying along, but that's not the point. What you're getting here is a sense of calm and control. A full keel and high displacement give her a predictable, forgiving motion, even in choppy seas. And when you're hundreds of miles from shore, predictability is a sailor's best friend. Inside, the Vancouver 28 is a bit of a marvel. The layout makes the most of every inch. There's standing headroom, a decent-sized galley, comfortable berths, and just enough elbow room for a couple to live aboard without driving each other nuts. Storage is solid, too. You can stock up for long passages without having gear piled in every corner. Everything has its place, and it all feels intentional. Another thing to love about this boat is how she handles when the weather gets rough. She's not twitchy or easily overwhelmed. You can reef down, set your course, and trust that she'll keep her feet under her. It's a comforting feeling when the wind pipes up and the waves get steep. She's also got a loyal following. Sailors who've logged thousands of miles and wouldn't trade her for anything. And that says a lot. These are folks who value safety, reliability, and seaworthiness over flash and speed. If you're looking to learn from your boat and grow into offshore sailing, the Vancouver 28 is a fantastic partner. She's built to go far and go safely. That's her purpose. And for a beginner with big dreams and the patience to sail steady and sure, there's hardly a better boat to start the journey. The Bristol Channel Cutter 28 is one of those boats that, the moment you see her, you know she's built for serious sailing. With her bold sheer line, wide bowsprit, and traditional looks, she's a head-turner in any harbor. But what matters more than looks is what she's capable of. And let me tell you, this boat is a beast when it comes to offshore cruising. She's stout, heavy, and full of character. The full keel gives her rock-solid tracking, and the long waterline keeps her surprisingly steady in a seaway. While you won't break any speed records, the boat will take you where you need to go, and more importantly, she'll get you there safely. That's a big deal for anyone thinking about taking on blue water passages, especially if it's your first time. One of the things that stands out on the Bristol Channel Cutter 28 is how overbuilt everything feels. The rigging is robust, the deck gear is serious, and the layout is designed to keep you secure and comfortable when conditions turn nasty. The deep cockpit is safe and protected, and the tiller steering keeps things simple and responsive. Step below, and you'll find a cozy interior that feels more like a cabin in the woods than a typical modern sailboat. There's lots of wood, a traditional layout, and a warmth that makes you want to stay a while. For such a compact boat, there's smart use of space, plenty of storage, a solid galley, and room enough to live aboard comfortably for long stretches. It's the kind of boat that feels like home. This isn't a beginner's boat in the sense of light, easy sailing, but it is a fantastic boat for a beginner who's committed to the cruising lifestyle and wants to learn aboard something truly capable. She'll forgive a lot of mistakes, and if you treat her right, she'll look after you when the going gets rough. There's a reason sailors rave about the Bristol Channel Cutter 28. She's built to go anywhere, and she's got the soul of a real voyager. For anyone dreaming of going far and doing it in classic style, she's hard to beat. The Pacific Seacraft 31 is a boat that strikes a beautiful balance between old-school toughness and modern cruising comfort. She's not flashy, but she's built like a tank. And when you're looking to sail around the world, that's exactly what you want under your feet. At 31 feet, she gives you a little more breathing room than some of the smaller boats on this list, and for many cruisers, especially beginners, that extra space can make a big difference. You've got a proper galley, a real head, and enough room to move around without feeling like you're playing a game of human Tetris every time you need something from a locker. But don't let the comfort fool you. This is a serious blue water boat. The Pacific Seacraft 31 was designed for offshore sailing. She's got a full keel with a cutaway forefoot, which makes her a little more nimble than you might expect, but still rock solid in heavy seas. Her construction is tough, with thick hulls and strong rigging, and she's known for her ability to take a pounding and keep going. Sailing her is straightforward. She's got a balanced helm, forgiving sail plan, and gear that's all within easy reach. That makes her a great learning platform for newer sailors. You're not wrestling the boat, you're working with it, and that builds confidence fast. One of the best parts about this boat is how she handles in a blow. With the right sails up and a bit of reefing when needed, she stays composed and comfortable. That means fewer sleepless nights on passage and more moments of peace, even when the weather kicks up. There's a quiet elegance to the Pacific Seacraft 31, a sense that she's not trying to impress anyone, but she knows what she's about. She's for the sailor who wants to go the distance, who values quality over flash, and who's in it for the long haul. If you're new to sailing but already dreaming of far-off anchorages and crossing big blue water, the Pacific Seacraft 31 could be the boat that turns those dreams into reality. Reliable, sturdy, and just the right size, she's the real deal. So there you have it. 5 small sailboats that prove you don't need a big boat or a big budget to sail around the world. Each one of these has crossed oceans, weathered storms, and carried sailors, some experienced, some just starting out, into the kind of adventures most folks only dream about. What I love about these boats is that they're honest. They're not about speed or luxury. They're about heart, grit, and getting you there safely. If you're a beginner with big dreams, these are boats that will teach you, protect you, and grow with you. And isn't that what a good boat's supposed to do? If any of these caught your eye, or if you've sailed one yourself, I'd love to hear your thoughts down in the comments. And if you're still dreaming of that first crossing, maybe today gave you a little nudge closer to making it real. Until next time, fair winds and following seas, my friends. I'll catch you out there.